Hi everybody, my name is David. Thank you for watching CNXG. Today is the Q&A video. This is part 2. I'm answering all your guys' questions. If you guys have a question for me, go down below in the comment section. Ask me anything you want. I'll answer it in the next Q&A video every single Monday. All I ask is you guys leave your location. Please tell us where you're from. Specific, general, whatever. Thank you very much. Next question's from Rebecca in California. Hello, Rebecca. I recently found out that my mom is still gossiping to my family about our estrangement, but it's of course making me look bad. How to deal with the shame and guilt for being myself and not hiding? Well, gossiping and smear campaigns, like I said to the person in the first video, I've made plenty of videos about smear campaigns, and you guys should watch other people's videos about smear campaigns and learn about this stuff. Don't fight people like this. And I don't care who it is. I know it's your mother. But all I'm going to say is don't fight people like this. Don't fight. Don't listen to it. Don't be around it. If people believe this stuff, cut them out of your life. Don't defend yourself, okay? People that, if your mother is toxic, and she's a narcissist, she's not going to change. If she's a borderline, she's not going to change, especially at her age, okay? You can't be around it, Rebecca. You have to look out for number one, you, okay? You have nothing to prove. If you have issues to deal with your mother, go do that with a professional, okay? Start figuring this stuff out, getting closure, getting what you need from your mother, because you're not going to get it from your mother, okay? Moms don't talk bad about their daughters. That is so abnormal, it's not even funny. For a mother to talk bad about her children is just a totally weird, abnormal, uncomfortable thing to listen to. I don't want to hear anybody talk bad about their kids. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? It's your children. I don't want to hear you talk bad about your children. It looks bad to the mother. So anybody that doesn't mind this stuff and listens to this stuff and believes her is probably not very healthy. You don't need them in your life either. Don't defend yourself against stuff that's not true. Let them spew it out. Let them just sit there by themselves and blah, 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 blah. Let people listen to it. Let people hear it, because that's abnormal too. It's antisocial. We don't talk bad about people. Period. You can blame people for all you want. You know, but talking bad about them is horrible. And I don't think we should blame people for everything either. You don't like someone? Leave them alone. Pretty simple. I know this is your mother, and I know you have things to resolve, but you're not going to get anywhere with a mother that's just talking bad about you. Okay, Rebecca? Try and create distance, space, okay? For those of you that don't like me saying cut your parents out and stuff like that, just look at things as temporary. Everything's temporary. And create some kind of distance, space, gap, some time to kind of see things for how they are. Okay? At least do that. Okay? Anytime you're not sure about somebody and somebody makes you feel uncomfortable and bad and you can't talk to them about it and they're not making you feel better about it, you better at least create some space. Do that for yourself, because that's what yourself is asking for. You know, if you can't resolve this, you got to get away from it at least. I'm very sorry. You don't need to hide. You need to be yourself. You deal with shame by talking, hopefully with a professional. You know, but this kind of shame and guilt will continue as long as you have your mother in your life and as long as she keeps making you feel like a bad person. You see? So if you're not around it, you won't feel bad. And if that's what it takes, then that's what you have to do. But if you take some time and get healthier and realize what your mom is and how to deal with your mom, it's always better when you go back. It's always, when you're healthier, they respond differently. Trust me, they just do. All kinds of different responses, but they respond differently. They see that you're different. They see, and when you stop taking their crap, when you stop meeting their needs, there's going to be problems and issues. And hopefully the older ones kind of are mellow and can handle that. But good luck. Okay, Rebecca, you don't owe anybody anything except yourself. Okay? Laura from Hungary. Hello, Laura. Is it possible to move on from narcissistic abuse if my ex-narc lives in the neighborhood? Sure, of course. I can't sell my house because of taxes for 2 years. I still break down when I see him with new victims. So yeah, I mean, you know, you can still heal if he's in the neighborhood, and all these kinds of things, you seeing him with other people is triggering you and setting you back and stuff. You're still going to heal as long as you're not communicating with him. The emotional triggers will get better. They'll get easier to deal with. Try and find different routes. Can you stay somewhere else? Even not sell the house. Rent your house out. Use that money to rent another place. If you're leaving in 2 years, rent it out for 2 years. Rent it out for a good price. Take that money and go live somewhere else. Solved. I know you don't want to do that, but that solves it. Okay? Good luck. Kate from Philly. Hello, Kate. I'm having doubts if my ex is a narcissist because he told me 2 things before he discarded me. Okay. Just like I've said before, Kate, if he is a narcissist before, 2 things he says does not make him not a narcissist. Not one single thing he says. Okay? If he says one thing, that does not make him not a narcissist. Because anybody can say that thing. So I should leave it there and not continue. Because that's cut and dry. If someone's a narcissist, it doesn't make them not a narcissist because they said 2 things. No. Just like someone isn't a narcissist because they said 2 things. No. It's a lifetime. It's a series of events. It's a portion of traits that add up totally to be a narcissist. So I will continue though. Here's the 2 things he said. He said that he's toxic and you should be with someone else. And then he said, I feel like I'm just weighing you down. Well, that's 3 things he said. But who cares? Why does that change anything? He admits that he's toxic. Yes, that is weird. But they'll do that. And what that tells you is he doesn't give a shit what you think. He doesn't care what you think. Yeah, I'm toxic. Yeah, you should be with someone else. He's trying to get rid of you. A number of things could be going on psychologically. Yes, I know I'm toxic. I want you to accept it. And my toxic behavior is okay because of who I am. A lot of people will do that. A lot of people will be diagnosed as a narcissist with their significant other knowing, and then they'll start using that as an excuse. Well, that's why I'm mean. That's why I don't care. That's why I don't think about how you're feeling. And you know what I mean? I don't care what he says, because what he says and what he does should match. It should be the same thing, first of all. Second of all, I can tell you anything, just like anybody can tell you anything. He could be trying to get rid of you. He could be trying making you feel sorry for him. He could be trying to screw with your head. I don't know. You said he ended it because he claims God told him I was a bad person. I thought he was the bad person. Now God told him you're the bad person. Anybody that says God told me something, I don't listen to them. I don't listen to people who say God told me something. But even if you choose to believe that, Kate, that doesn't make sense. He's a toxic person. You should be with someone else. I feel like I'm just weighing you down. And then God told me that you're a bad person. And I have to end this relationship. Wow, that's no responsibility at all. Right there. And then you want to know, will he hoover? Because you exposed him. That's a great way to get people to stop hoovering you. Because you've shown everybody what they are. They're so shame-based. They care more about what they look like than anything they've done to you. I wouldn't know if he'll hoover. I always say yes. Because they almost always do. But, Kate, it doesn't matter what he says, okay? If he's a narcissist, he's a narcissist. And we judge by behaviors, not just by what they say. And what they say and what they do should match. It's got to be the same thing. You know, if I like this today, I should like it tomorrow. If I never do this, if I never ever do this, if I say I never do this, I shouldn't be doing it 2 hours later. Okay? He's toxic to you and then says you're a bad person. I mean, that's just typical. That's narcissist. Okay? I hope you see that, Kate. Get away from him. Stay away from him. Nothing you can do about him. He's a lost cause. Help yourself. Okay? Thank you. Love Light, Amsterdam. Hello. Do all narcissists have multiple relationships? No. Or are some faithful? Yes. Does it have to do with the amount of supply they get? Couldn't be just one reason. So maybe that is something that has to do with it. Sure. I think so. I think this, but there's a number of things going on here that you're asking me about. And anytime you say all, I'm not going to say yes, all. It's very, very common that narcissists have multiple relationships. They have to have their needs met by people. And it's very hard to do that by one person. And they know that they're always going to lose that person or leave that person, and then they're going to need a new person. They're going to have their needs met all the time, all the time. I need you to meet my needs. I need you to meet my needs. I need you to meet my needs. And they're not allowed to have harems. We don't allow that. So they do it behind our back, and they just replace you with someone else and always have somebody there giving them attention, meeting their needs. So some are faithful. I've seen narcissists that have been married for 20 years and the whole family believes that they're faithful, doesn't do anything, Some are. Also, a lot of these personality disorders, don't forget, a lot can kind of mellow out as you get older. Some of them get crazier and crazier, but some of them kind of mellow out. As our hormones decrease, it's natural for humans to be less violent, less confrontational. As we lose testosterone, we don't want to fight, argue, lie, manipulate, things like that, okay? So, not all of them have multiple relationships. I've seen faithful narcissists, and some of it would have to do with the amount of supply they get, and some of it would have to do with other factors. Many, okay? Hope that helps. But by no reasons am I supposed to give you help or some kind of hope that they're, here's a toxic person, but don't worry, they won't cheat on you. There's a lot more involved in a relationship that you need besides someone being faithful, okay? Thank you. Next question is from Melody in Palm Beach. Hello, Melody. My ex-narc broke up with me because his son hated me. Do narcissists triangulate with their children? First of all, your ex didn't break up with you because his son hates you. He hates you and he was done with you. And we don't care what our children think of you when it comes down to, because children don't make decisions, okay? Children don't make decisions for themselves or for us. My son hates my girlfriend. Too bad. I'm not dating someone for my son. Unless you're hitting my son and calling him, abusing him, too bad. If you don't like her, Because my girlfriend, if I had a son and then I eventually have a girlfriend and we fall in love and live with each other, then my son's going to have to start respecting my girlfriend. And if my girlfriend says something to do something to him, he better do it. Just as if I say it. He won't like that. It sucks. Been there. It sucks. But too bad. He's just a child. Doesn't make these decisions. Sorry to go off on that. But do narcissists triangulate with their children? Yes, of course. They'll triangulate with anything. Anything. Money, children, equity, partners, friends, family, dogs, cats. Okay? They'll triangulate with anything. Nothing's off the list, Melody. And they love using children because they know that it pulls your emotions, and they don't care about the child. So he didn't do anything for his child, okay? He did it for him, and he uses everything as an excuse because he can't deal with anything in a relationship. Can't deal with it because he can't face anything that he's done wrong. It's all you. Hope that makes sense. Good luck. Britt from Denmark. Hello, Britt. My ex talked bad about every woman he dated and married to. His wife was bad in bed. His girlfriend was a bad cook. His other girlfriend was a gold digger. Was he manipulating me when he told me I was a good housekeeper? Well, Britt, I don't believe anything they say. I think everything they say is manipulation. Okay? So they can tell the truth and they'll tell lies, whatever they need to do to manipulate you. Because the truth can manipulate you as well. So I'm just going to say, yes, if he's a narcissist, then he was manipulating you. Yes. Yeah. And, here again, guys, here's a good lesson. We don't need to talk bad about our exes. And when you really think about it, bad in bed, who says shit like that, dude? I know that we've said people are bad, but we don't need to tell the people we start dating and stuff how bad our ex was in bed. That's just weird. I just think that's weird, you know? And that's a bad sign if that's so important to you. Because I don't think, who says so-and-so's bad at making love? It's always just bad at sex, bad in bed, bad, you know? But it's never just, oh, we would make love and she wasn't very good at making love. Because, you know what I mean? It's just, no, she's bad at making porn with me, you know? It's just gross. Girlfriend, bad cook. So what? She cooked for you, didn't she? You know? Appreciate it, goddammit. The other girlfriend was a gold digger. Was he manipulating me? He's always manipulating you. And when he told me that you were a good housekeeper, he told you you were a good housekeeper so you keep doing it. Okay? And then the next girlfriend he's with now you're a bad housekeeper. You don't know how to keep house at all. Horrible. Never did his laundry, never cooked. That's how it goes. Okay? Thank you. Venus from New Zealand. Hello, Venus. In the past, I would find myself freeze and have delayed reaction when a narcissist would say something offensive or abusive. Is that common? Common. Yeah, it's kind of common. You know, people, what do they do? Fight, flight, freeze. So we'll either fight back or we'll run away or we just kind of freeze. And I think that's kind of common with CPTSD. And that tells me usually that you don't know how to escape danger or fear. And I've talked about that in other videos before because, you know, meeting your emotional needs as a child, for a parent to meet that emotional needs, it's teaching that child things, okay? And if we're making that child afraid, the child can't escape. A 2-year-old, a 5-year-old can't do anything about danger. What are they going to do? Just sit there, scream and cry? You know, if you don't help them, now they can't do anything. They never learn how to escape danger. If they learn to dissociate, escape in their mind, body's still in danger. They get to be an adult, they get into danger, they escape in their mind, they never escape the danger. Okay? So we freeze. Very common. Freeze. Yeah, it's sad. And this is why we need to reprogram our minds and our reactions to things. And this is why professionals help you along the way. Professional help or talk therapy, things like this. It's not just to get stuff out. Okay? If you can have someone follow along with you, kind of hold your hand, you know, talking to somebody once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week. And when you have these kinds of interactions with people, you can discuss it with that person, and that person will tell you, you know, maybe you made a reaction that what didn't best suit you and what you should do, and then maybe next time you'll try and do it this way, and then that next time you do it that way. And that's what kind of helps people get back on track on learning things that we never learned as a child. Okay, it's important to learn that now. We got to learn it sometime. And if we never learn how to escape danger, that's very dangerous for us. Okay? Thank you, Venus. Dina from California. Hello, Dina. Can you talk about overriding negative thoughts and the harmfulness of dissociating? Okay, well, I think I just talked about the harmfulness of dissociating. Now, dissociating, I've talked about in a lot of my CPTSD videos. Go ahead and check those out if you're interested to know what it is. There's a video, CPTSD, Escaping the Fear Cage, and I talk about dissociating a lot and what it is. So dissociating is a safe defensive coping mechanism that we have and we do, and it keeps us safe as far as the events that are too traumatic for us to handle emotionally. Our emotions are too high, we freak out, don't know what to do. Dissociating helps us deal with that. Okay? One of the problems is what I just explained is that we're not learning how to remove ourselves from that danger. So if for example, say a 7-year-old female child it could be a male too, is molested, okay, sexual abuse, that child almost always dissociate, escape in their mind, but their body's still in danger. They never learn how to deal with danger, and when something comes up in their lives in their adulthood that's too dangerous, they may just dissociate, but the bottom line is they don't know what to do. A lot of them will just freeze. That's why it's very common for that 7-year-old female child who's been molested to be raped as an adult. because they didn't learn how to escape that danger. Okay? Overriding negative thoughts. Okay? Best thing you can do is have a good, healthy environment. You don't have as many negative thoughts when you're in the Bahamas on a cruise ship where everything's taken care of. You know, someone you care about and trust is with you. And you know what I mean? You won't care about negative thoughts if you have 100 people on your team cheering you on going, yay, good job, Dana, you're the best, you'll succeed no matter what. You know? So you need to be that cheerleader. So you need to take control. So to break it down very simply, a bad, negative, sad, angry, whatever, fear, thought, we can't push it away. We can't try to drown it out and try to ignore it. We take it in front of us. What is this? What do I have to be afraid of? What's making me do this? Why am I so negative? Because, and you tell yourself why. Does this serve me to think about this anymore? You go into that routine and you tell your brain, no, it doesn't, get out of it. And your brain might think about it again right away. And you can laugh about it and blow it off. Say, I already dealt with that. It doesn't serve me. And this is what I'm going to do about it. If you already know that you need to do something to take care of that, then you say, I'm going to take care of that. You just get there and tell yourself these things, okay? All the time. If you find yourself spinning down into a negative hole, stop. Stop. Turn something on that's funny. Laugh. Make yourself smile and laugh, even though that sounds stupid. Think of something that always makes you feel makes you laugh or is funny, and have that thought and always think about that. Call somebody up and say, cheer me up. Call somebody up and say, I love you. You know, positive. So do something. Best way to control your thoughts is with your behavior. Okay? We can control our behavior. It's a lot harder to control our thoughts. But if we are able to control our behavior, it controls our thoughts. It helps, okay? So do good, healthy, happy things, and then you will feel better. You'll have less of that negative voice. Okay? Thank you. Hope that helps. Next question is from Sarah in Iceland. Hello, Sarah. I don't feel the same after the abusive relationship. Will I ever feel like myself again? It always feels like he is happy and moved on, and I'm just sitting with no life. Sarah, stop looking. The more you look, the more unhappy you will be. This isn't about him anymore. This is about you and only you. The relationship is over. If you compare yourself to anybody, you're going to feel like crap, especially him. I've gone over this many, many times. People with personality disorders are not happy. I don't care what anybody says. I'll argue this to the T. They're not happy. They're disordered. Their life sucks. It's miserable. No success in relationships. People don't like them. They have to hide and be secretive about everything. Okay? Totally shame-based. Fear of everything. They're not happy. Stop looking, Sarah. Get help. If you don't do anything, you won't feel normal again. If you sit in a dark room with a bottle in your hand and drink and not talk to anybody, you're going to feel like that forever. If you just watch these videos and worry about just feeling better, you will eventually feel better. If you don't do the work, like I talk about, get professional help and things like this, and talk about your past and deal with stuff and learn how to think better and make better choices and all this stuff, then you'll probably do it again. Okay? I hope that makes sense. Good luck, Sarah. Reach out for help. What I say to everybody is, you don't want to be that person you were before. That person you were before got you into a lot of trouble. That person before did not know, has not been taught, has not learned how to do things correctly. That best supports what they want to do and be in their life. Okay? If you're where you are now, you are where you're at because of your choices. Make different ones. That's the only way to be somewhere different. Can't make the same choices and not be somewhere same. Be somewhere different. Okay? Good luck. Malene, and I hope I'm saying that right. I hope it's Malene and not Melina, from Denmark. Is it normal for a borderline to fake psychosis when the smear campaign fails and he fails to get new supply and he is about to be trapped by his own lies? That's a lot of ifs. So real quick, it's easy. Yes, they do fake psychosis. For you guys that don't know what psychosis is literally slipping from neurosis to psychosis, where they'll have maybe even hallucinations. Okay, and these are the kind of things that you guys can tell when they tell you weird things or you see them talk themselves. The rage, the rage, they might slip into psychosis. A lot of times they'll say they don't remember much, but they always remember. Trust me. So, and I'm not saying they all do. It's just, yes, it's normal for borderlines. Once borderlines see how you react to that total crazy rage, psychosis, and that you just buckle, if you buckle down and go, oh shit, I'm not going to fight with you more, anything you want, okay. If they see that that works, they'll just fake it. And I've seen it. Period. I've seen it. Oh, I'm crazy now. And you're sitting there going, this isn't the same way you usually act. You look like you're faking it. And how do you tell someone they're faking it? They'll do whatever it takes to get whatever they want, guys. Okay? I hope that helps. The rest of your questions, will he do it? If he fails to get new supply and he's about to be trapped by his own lies. Yes. It's desperation, isn't it? That's it, guys. Thank you very much. Please, once more, if you guys can, help me out, please, by spreading this information out there. Do your part. Lots of people committing suicide every day from this stuff. Okay? Society's in trouble. Families are hurting and in trouble and dividing and splitting. This stuff is reoccurring. Cycles are going over and over and over again. There's children not born yet that are going to be narcissists. And there's people, victims not born yet. They're going to be victims of these narcissists. So let's try and decrease these numbers at least. Okay? Let's give people a fighting chance. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Love yourself first. Okay, guys? We'll see you next Monday.